I started as a pizza delivery girl in Glen Line. I was the dishwasher. I did that stuff too. I worked at Center Inn. I was a busser. I was a catering waitress. Like, I've seen, like you said, all parts of the restaurant. And I think it gets overlooked a lot. Like, when we're giving our feedback on it, that like we earned those stripes. Like, there's something behind that. And I picked my favorite part about the restaurant business from all those experiences. And that's what I made my business on. So I think sometimes people forget that we earned it. I didn't walk in and be like, I'm a pierogi shop owner. I started as a dishwasher and a pizza delivery girl, and I loved it.
Move out the way, 'cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
This episode is brought to you by Visit Luzerne County. Craving a slice of excitement? Dive into the Visit Luzerne County Pizza Trail. Eat pizza, earn points, and turn those points into prizes. It's simple. Sign up for free at visitluzernecounty.com to get started. No apps, no hassle, just savory rewards. Check in with the partner restaurants to rack up points with every delicious slice. The best part? Those points unlock awesome pizza-themed prizes. Where else can you eat pizza and earn rewards? Sign up for free today at visitluzernecounty.com and let the pizza party begin. This episode is brought to you by Dino's Pizza and Italian Restaurant. Craving authentic Italian flavor? Meet Dino's Pizza and Italian Restaurant, your taste bud's new best friend in Wilkes-Barre. From premium pizzas to mouth-watering pastas, every bite is a slice of heaven. Family owned and operated for 2 generations, Dino's is proud to serve you with passion and tradition. Conveniently located inside the Wyoming Valley Mall, Dino's is open daily for dine-in or takeout. Don't feel like leaving home? No problem. Have it delivered right to your doorstep by ordering online at dinospizzaandrestaurant.com or on DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, and Slice. Dine in, order online, or call 570-829-2601. Taste your tradition at Dino's Pizza and Italian Restaurant today. Welcome to Food Fight, presented by Good Treat MMA. I am your host, Brian DiMattei. I'm here with Miss Pierogi herself from Neat Pierogi, Lauren Gorney. Lauren, welcome to Food Fight.
Hey, thanks for having me here, Brian.
You're welcome. I noticed that you just opened up a new place in Nanticoke. Where was your old place at?
We were still in Nanticoke.
Okay.
We were teamed up with a kibasi shop down there.
Oh, okay.
And then very quickly we ran out of space. So we've been working on this for a while.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Is that the NEPA kibasi?
That is Tarnowski's Kibasi on Main Street.
Someone just asked me if I did a review on NEPA kibasi. I'm like, is that a place?
I wonder if they're mixing us. It happened all the time, actually.
Oh, okay.
We became one.
Okay.
Yeah, so
awesome.
I would bet it's them. I mean, they're the best in the valley, so.
Well, congratulations on opening up your own space. I know we have a little bit of a restaurant background together, which we'll get into in a little bit, but that's not an easy thing to do. It's a very hard job to do. So people that have never been in the industry before, they don't understand what goes into it. And again, congratulations and best of luck with that. I can't wait to come try them out.
We can't wait to have you there. It's an awesome space.
Absolutely. We'll come there. We'll do some social media stuff. It'll be a blast.
We'll have a great time.
Absolutely. We'll do some collaboration. So first thing I have to get out of the way is I have a concern about, so I'm Italian and we have pierogies, but we call them raviolis. So when did the Polish decide to steal raviolis off of the Italians? I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that pierogies go back to like the 1300s, possibly the 1600s, and they got passed around a few countries, but they're really known for Polish. But again, the Italians make raviolis, and it's like you stole them and made them bigger. So what's your opinion on that?
We improved them. Okay, let's start here. I'm actually, so Polish is the business, but I'm also Italian and Irish from, on the boat, came over on the boat. So I'd like to see the math on when ravioli started and then take it from there. But I'll tell you what.
Probably before pierogi started.
Poland has a saint. Saint Hyacinth is the patron saint of pierogi. So
really? Oh, shit.
And we're, like Italians and Polish, there's Catholic everywhere, but if there's a saint from Poland, why isn't there a saint from Italy of pierogi? That's my question for you.
That's a good question. I have to do some more research.
No.
I'm not prepared for this rebuttal.
No.
Okay.
Actually, I'm totally I'm making it up as I go. It is true. I've learned that Saint Hyacinth was the patron saint. I don't know time frame actually when they did begin.
Saint Pierogi. We're gonna go with that.
Saint Pierogi. And I always say this: every food culture has a dumpling, and we are like dumpling people. Like if you go to the emoji,
dumplings.
You can't type ravioli, you can't type pierogi. but dumpling.
Dumpling comes up.
And that's what brings it all together. That's the food across the cultures is dumplings.
Yes. When our first text conversation, somebody, either you or Bill, sent the dumpling emoji. And I'm like, there's no way that's a pierogi. So I typed in dumpling. I'm like, I knew it was a dumpling.
I know.
I absolutely love dumplings.
Yes.
I can't get enough of them. Dumplings, plain, salt on top, absolutely amazing. So my second part of my opening question for you is, what made you decide to get into the pierogi business?
The pierogi business is not just me deciding. It was a whole team lift. It's the whole family. It's celebrating food. We're a big food family, Sunday dinner family still.
Nice.
We all grow. I'm a millennial. I was born in the end of the 80s. So I had grandparents and parents cooking. Same for my fiance, Frank. We started this business together during COVID. Everybody was doing something out of their house for Christmas. Making
That's great.
hot chocolate bombs, stuff like that. So his family, they're the pierogi people. Now, I made Polish food growing up. You know, we call it gołąbki piggies, Northeast PA piggies. We would make potato pancakes. We would make halushki. We made all that. My grandmother and I, Teresa, I talk about her all the time because she instilled that love in me. It was when Frank and I came together that knee pierogi became a story. And that's how I want a pierogi food business. We started with pierogi, and we still can't keep up with demand. So we're going to go till we master that.
How many pierogis do you sell a day?
A day. Oh, it varies. At Christmas time, we were doing hundreds of dozens a day. We can make on record 400 dozen a day was our best day ever on 19 hours because everything we make is hand pinched. And that's the thing. We don't sacrifice quantity for quality. So when we say, oh, we only make 400 dozen in a day by hand, like I dare someone else to try to pull that off. There's not a lot of machines helping us.
And then people have the balls to say, oh, you should make more.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing. And you know what? There's such an excitement about it. And I think there's an excitement that they don't have to make them at home anymore. But people, we're talking about, you said that people come in and say that you should make more. Have more. Like you come in and sometimes you're like on a wait list to get pierogi, but there's only so much space, so many hours in a day. So
Right. So some places, when they get bigger and they grow bigger, they want to make more money. They start sacrificing the product they make. You never intend to do that?
No, we've scaled. This is our third scale for the business. So we went from kitchen to food truck. I guess it's technically fourth. Food truck in first location at the Kibasi Shop was 1. This is 10 times larger than our last move. And it's been about 10 times each time. I can't even describe it. Like, I can't even describe the amount of work that goes into it. But yeah, I got distracted because I was thinking about the space.
That's okay. How would you feel if I came to your new shop and helped you make pierogis one day?
I would love the help. We'll
That'd
take
be
help
cool.
anytime.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
The more hands, the better.
I would definitely be interested in doing that.
Many hands make light work.
That sounds good. So you change spaces, but
Right.
you never change the process, which is the big thing.
Right, the quality, right. So that comes up all the time because you do want to satisfy demand. But there is a point, like I said, in terms of space and time. So when we ran out of space, we used more time. Then we'd run out of time, so that's why we got this bigger space.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
great.
that's what we want to do. We want to keep it premium quality. We want to keep it home cooked. I want you to come in and say, I didn't feel like making them today. Yours are as good as home. I'll go with that.
That's awesome.
I'm not trying to be the next Mrs. Blank. I'm not going to say it. That's not our business plan. We're trying to be craft. We're trying to be quality, home.
That's really good.
Traditional.
That's the way to do it because NEPA is known for the food that we have in this area.
Absolutely.
Somebody on Facebook last night, I think it was The Valley, they posted a question, what's the best thing about NEPA? And I thought about it. I was going to say pizza, which is, our pizza here is amazing, but just overall the quality of food we have.
Yeah.
From, up the mall by Viewmont Mall, Dixon City area, all the way down to this area. There's just good pizza. There's good food everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm an Old Forge. I was born and raised in Old Forge. So I've been Scranton and like those areas my whole life. When I moved to Kingston almost 2 years ago, now I'm familiar with this area down here, but not like I am now. There's a million pizza places a mile down Wyoming Avenue. There's so many places. I'm just starting to scratch the surface. And some people ask me, Brian, you got to do more reviews up in the Old Forge and Scranton. I'm like, I understand that. I live down here, though. I ate that pizza all my life. This is all new to me.
Yeah.
I plan on going up there and doing I did some stuff in my hometown, you know what I mean? But this NEPA as a whole is absolutely amazing when it comes to food. What's your favorite food besides a pierogi?
That is such a good question.
It's a loaded question. Choose wisely.
I would say My favorite food. This is so juvenile. It's macaroni and cheese is my favorite food.
What kind of macaroni? Homemade, craft, cheap stuff? I like the powdered stuff.
I like, no, you know, like.
I like it left over cold the next day out of the fridge.
I like absolutely, because that stuff, like food for me it's sometimes an emotional experience. Like it's either, like a familiar evoking a feeling from the past or like making a new memory. Like sometimes I'll go over here to, oh my God, where do we go to get our bakery stuff?
See, there's a million places.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we go to these new bakeries and it becomes a fan favorite and that's a new memory. So mac and cheese for me is like childhood, cozy, comfortable. I'm having a minute. But cultural food, I love, that is such a good.
What's your last meal?
What did I eat? Coffee?
No. What would be your last meal?
Chicken franchise.
So that has to be your favorite food.
I like pastas.
I love pasta.
I like pastas. So I like any kind of pasta. I like the Alfredo sauces. I make a good, that's the thing people don't know. I make a great sauce. I make a great like marinara meat sauce. So yeah, my sauces. But my mother-in-law's chicken franchise would be my last meal.
Interesting. You should have Italian pierogi day at the pierogi shop where you make sauces.
Look at this guy.
To go with the pierogies.
Look at this guy.
Just saying.
I'm going to say this. These are great ideas. And that's what I love about the food in Northeast PA. You got the classic, and then you got us working on this like fusion stuff, right? Keep the tradition alive, but let's spice it up. And I'll tell you, that is a conversation.
That'd be really interesting.
That's a conversation.
You ever make like a ground meat filling for pierogies?
Actually, that is.
I would love to try that.
In Poland, that is the Polish traditional filling,
Okay.
and they call the potato and cheddar the ruski. Now, it doesn't mean it's Russian. I've been watching this on chat boards lately. It means it's from an area of Poland that's previously occupied. So
I saw that. I read that too last night.
It came out of that region. So, this is the ruski. But actually, when I was in Krakow, we had meat-filled pierogi, and they're divine.
I got to try those.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Georgian people, by the way, from Georgia, the country, they do something similar called kingali, and that's also filled with meat. So I think it's like a regional. Meat-filled dumplings are a thing.
That sounds really good.
But I mean, I don't want to put myself on the map, but it's not really easy to get into meat-filled stuff with USDA.
Really?
Oh, they're tough.
Are they?
They're tough.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand. I remember my experiences with them.
Yeah.
For sure.
But we'll get there.
That'd be really, really good.
Yeah.
So my first time, my longest memory of pierogies and me eating pierogies goes back to like school, elementary school, where I'm in cafeteria eating lunch. I didn't like the actual whole pierogi. I'd only eat the ends off of it.
Oh, you eat the ends.
So just the pasta part, and I would just leave the whole potato part there. I don't know what it was, but that's my first memory of eating pierogies.
Yeah.
My first solid food I ever ate as a baby was a ravioli.
Oh.
I ate the whole ravioli though.
Oh.
What
was it? Was it cheese or
meat ravioli?
Meat, yeah. How about pastina? Did you have that as a baby? Like the pastina soup with the chicken stars?
My grandmother and my mother would always make chicken soup.
Oh.
That was the soup that we had.
Yeah.
And saltine crackers with butter on them.
Yeah.
So we talked about, we'll get to social media later on, but I posted a picture of buttered saltine crackers and it went viral. I knew people were going to love it. And you catch it at the right time and people get the nostalgia feeling.
You just triggered that. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, I've eaten that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about, you have to keep your momentum on Facebook pages, right? You gotta hit what people really love to do. And you gotta learn your following and be like, all right, my age group is right for this. So you put that on there. I put a picture of buttered noodles on there once and that went crazy. People just like, oh yeah, they get into it,
Buttered noodles.
Buttered noodles are the best.
Buttered noodles with cottage cheese might be my last meal, actually.
Cottage cheese?
That's what it's like farmer's cheese. Again, Polish, Polish type.
I don't know if I ever even tried cottage cheese. I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah.
That and blue cheese.
Yeah.
Blue cheese?
Oh, you're not down with blue cheese?
No, I'm not down with blue cheese. I like wings, but get the blue cheese away from me. And if I have hot wing pizza and there's blue cheese on it, don't tell me.
Okay.
I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. There's something about it. It's gross. It might taste delicious, but I'll never try it. But my worst favorite food is I don't like root beer.
Oh.
I trash root beer a lot on my page.
Okay.
Root beer is disgusting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like, no, not particularly. I do like, there's a good birch beer. Like I've had birch beer. I go to Knoebels and I think they have so once a year maybe. I mean,
I feel like birch beer is root beer's cousin. That's why
they're
I don't
the same.
Like it.
Yeah, that's what it.
Like it.
Yeah.
But
so it's that flavor.
Speaking of with all this food talk, I'm starving now. I didn't eat breakfast. I knew we're gonna eat pierogies today.
Can you smell the butter and onions?
They're lingering.
Yes.
They definitely are. So I think it's time that we try some of your pierogies.
Sounds good.
Well, we got the pierogies. They're all heated up for us. So
I fried them this morning for you.
did you?
I did.
Which ones are these?
Those are the golden kraut and cabbage. That's sauerkraut, cabbage, and onion sauteed together.
I never had them this time before.
Do you eat cabbage?
Yes, I love cabbage.
And where are you at with sauerkraut?
I could eat sauerkraut.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. What else is in here?
Sauerkraut, cabbage, and onion.
Sauerkraut, cabbage, and onion. I'm going right in. That's really good.
Do you like it?
It's sweet.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little secret to it, but it's not the sour. You wouldn't expect that. And it's two traditional flavors from Poland, but these two were brought together. And when you caramelize a little bit in the pan, it's something different. I don't know anyone making those around here.
It's really, really good.
Thank you.
I feel bad chewing in the microphone. You gonna eat one too?
Would you like me to? I don't want to chew in the microphone. But yeah, I love these.
If I have to chew in the microphone, you have to chew in the microphone too. It's really good.
It's good. And this, in the area of pork and sauerkraut for New Year's, we sell containers of this to put over your pork.
Just a filling? Mm-hmm. That'd be really good.
Is it? I don't know if I could keep eating pierogi. I eat pierogi all day long.
You don't have to keep eating the pierogi. But we had, this was again, what one was this again? When you're done chewing?
Uh-huh.
Hurry up.
It's a golden kraut and cabbage.
Golden corral and cabbage?
Golden kraut. Yes.
Golden kraut and cabbage?
Kraut. We call sauerkraut kraut.
Understood. All right, so now we have the traditional pierogies.
Oh, wait. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Know
I
what's
sauteed
funny?
some onions, but are you not an onion guy?
I do like onions. So I didn't know. It turns out I had your pierogies before.
What?
On Christmas, my brother had them at his house. All right. My fiance ate 15 of your pierogies. She was on the couch for 36 hours.
Oh, no.
She was done.
We put her down.
They were so good, though. And I was telling my brother that you were going to be my next guest on the show. He goes, oh, we had those pierogies at Christmas. I'm like, oh, all right. So they were really, really good. So, but didn't have the sauerkraut ones, though. But I'm going to eat one of these right now because I didn't eat breakfast. So
This is a good breakfast. This is a breakfast.
we
of
do a little
champions.
pierogi toast.
Cheers.
Cheers to the pierogies.
Look at that soft dough. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. That's a good ravioli right there. Excuse me. I mean pierogi. I forgot where I was.
We forgot the butter and onions. It really brings it all together.
Our chefs out there forgot to bring them in
They
for us.
ate it.
They did. They probably did eat them.
Well, the butter and onions, yeah.
These pierogies are light compared to what you brought in, I think.
Yeah.
They're out there munching on them.
They definitely are.
I'm going to go full in here.
That brings it all together. But, I mean, they're a standalone. They're solid on their own.
I could eat all of these right now. Mm-hmm. Sorry to anyone listening to me chew. I'd be jealous too if I was listening to not eating these pierogies. But that was really, really good. I'm bringing these home with me.
I really appreciate that.
All right. I'm going to bring them to the gym with me. Feed them to my coach, who beats me up on a daily basis. But I'm going to hopefully weigh him down, and I'll be able to get him today.
Get rid of these guys here.
I want some sweets now. I finally found the golden grams, the honey grams, the golden grams. They came out with the s'more cereal again. And I've been looking for it. My buddy found it for me. So I look forward to doing a review on that cereal.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
You bring up things and I'm like, how much can I say? But like flavors you're naming, anything can be a pierogi if you're creative enough. So just some of the flavors you've mentioned as we're sitting here, I'm like, because I don't want to get that idea scooped up, but you'll be the first to know when we do it.
Could you make pierogi filled pierogies?
Pierogi inception, like exponential and pierogi.
Pierogi inside a pierogi.
We could do anything. We could do multiple sides, like turducken. Just keep pierogiing over the top.
Did you ever have a turducken?
I've tried it. Yes, I didn't make it.
It seems like there's a lot going on there.
It's a lot.
Used to be insane watching people make it. Absolutely insane. I was like, what are they doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get into the social media of your page. So I came across your page and I started watching some videos. There was that one video. Was that you dancing in the video? What's that song? Murder on the Dance Floor?
Yeah, that's jazz.
It's my new favorite song.
Yeah.
I played the shit out of it in my car. I can't listen to it now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but I'll come back to it sooner or later, and I'll start enjoying it again.
I'm picturing you driving in your
Singing
out to it.
Dancing it in my kitchen, at the gym, playing it 4 or 5 times in a row during my sets. Absolutely. So I can't play that type of music while I do jiu-jitsu because my coach is like, this is why you're not in charge of the playlist. So he goes, when you have your own class, you can be in charge of your playlist. So I look forward to that time when I get on my own class and do that. So who runs your social media? When did it start? How did you grow it? What did you learn as you went on?
Yeah, we started, social media kind of comes natural to what we do. I went to school for communication, so I always had a peripheral idea about managing social media. But we actually have a company, Grassroots Development, that does manage our social media.
Okay.
But that's also my other company, so it's me.
So your own company does it. Do you do your Facebook page, or does somebody else do it from your company do it for you?
So now someone else from my company does it. Jazz,
that's fantastic.
She jumps in and she comes up with these ideas and she just runs with them, and it's great to be at that point because I'm a total fan of hiring people who are smarter than you. Like, that is not a threat to me. And when she came to me with these ideas, and then she was going to school for it, I'm like, why don't you start to lead that? And then, you may have seen, we had a couple viral things going on the past couple of weeks. But yeah, marketing is a huge part of Pierogi for us.
Yes.
It tells our story.
Yes. Well, social media, whether you like it or not, we were talking last night, you mentioned, as far as advertising, we still have to do advertising in the papers, in the magazines, the Clipper magazines, stuff like that, because of the older population in our area. But social media is just taking over more and more and more, and it's going to become the only source of media sooner or later. It's going to take over everything, and being consistent with those pages and posting good content is very important. I know you had a post go viral with those crazy cups that are just the same as this cup in front of you right here, pretty much. And it was filled with pierogies.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Oh, our friends at Jaju Pierogi, they're content creators as well. They're pierogi people from up north in New England. And we shared that post, and then we created some more content around like the Stanley Cup craze and just current events, applying pierogi or the culture of pierogi into, Jason Kelsey's supposed retirement. We threw a pierogi in his hand and threw it up there. So staying current, but like sharing memes, creating our own memes. It just, like you said, it's the consistency. Yeah. We don't know. That's the fun part about it, but we can guess and try things to see what's working. And
absolutely.
That's been serving us well if you pay attention to the analytics and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's posting consistently on the pages and posting good content and homemade content, like pictures of your pierogies, pictures of your employees, stuff like that. I think Facebook, like if you take a meme of somebody, then again, I had a meme go viral that I took from somebody else. So people say, oh, you need to post your original stuff. Yeah. Well, it was original. I stole it. I snapshotted it. I sized it up properly, put my logo on there, made it mine. There's no copyright on memes.
We do. It's true. We do both. We try because you never know what's going to work. You got to do both.
You got to try new stuff.
Like no one's telling you from Facebook, oh, that was really great. Do that again. You're like, what do I do with this? Plus, we do have a really boots on the ground traditional marketing campaign too. So the other woman from our team, Megan, she's doing like the more billboard type of stuff and the benches in town, because right now it's a blend. You got the older generation, the younger generation, and not only like the marketing portion of it, but the culture of the pierogi company is bridging those, because those are two different, like you'll put up the sauerkraut and the older generation's like, that's amazing. And the younger generation's like, well, where's your buffalo chicken wing? So our marketing and our culture has been like bridging that gap and trying to marry those blends, but staying on as one's fading out, knowing when to cut it.
I got you. These kids today, they probably want Starbucks filled pierogies.
I know. And I asked, and that's why I asked them. I don't speak the Gen Alpha lingo that's on the come up, but we have a lot of young people that work with us. Like our team is primarily young folks. I'm talking the end of high school through college, and they're keeping it alive and they keep it interesting. People want to know, what it's kind of fascinating really to have young people so excited about it. But yeah, that also helps the content creation because they're onto themes and stuff before I even hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big TikToker. That's where you get a lot of the themes on there. I post my stuff on TikTok, but it's hard to build the audience up.
It is.
And then Instagram's a whole other animal.
Yeah.
My page has been stuck at 1,200 followers for like months now. I don't know why it doesn't go up anymore.
Yeah.
I don't understand. There's got to be something wrong. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you're shadow banned. I don't know if they.
I don't know what that means.
On none of us know what it means.
I don't know what that. I hear people talking about it.
But it's provocative.
They're like, I don't know. I've been shadow banned. I watch a lot of crazy YouTube videos. And people are just like, they hop on those. So you hop on the trends in a positive way.
Yeah.
So people hop on the trends in a negative way. Oh, I must have been shadow banned. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why my page is doing that, but I'm not that big on Instagram, so I don't care as much.
Yeah.
But Facebook is that's my spot.
Same for us.
Facebook's my spot.
Facebook. And popping off on some TikTok trends and doing it on. I mean, you got to go where your customer is. Like, that's the thing about food business. You can have a great idea, but you got to be listening to your audience.
Absolutely.
Like, that's who we're serving. So instead of our big idea of like, oh, we think it should be XYZ, just listen. The people tell you what they want.
We mentioned that you have a marketing degree. I too have a marketing degree.
Yes.
And the marketing I learned, social media, so 2006, 2007, social media was around, but it's not like it was today. It was 20 years later. So we learned still a lot about doing the PowerPoint presentations and marketing meetings and stuff like that. So when I started doing Facebook and creating my food page, I had to reinvent and re-educate myself on the way marketing is done today.
It's true.
Did you have to do the same thing?
Yeah, a little bit. I started college in 2007. So at that time, they were still laying out the newspaper. Like, they would still do a little bit of a board. Now, that was like my first semester. And then that started to get digitized. And I mean, we came up in social media before we knew what the consequences would be. I thank God MySpace is gone.
Ooh, MySpace.
Oh, God. But you didn't know, and we were kids, and our parents didn't know either. So who was driving the bus there? So all I know now is like we own our we just own our vibe, and like you said, like we're pretty positive. But I like to be real because I come from Glen Line. If you're regional, you know where Glen Line is. I know where
Glen Line is.
Scrappy, you know, that grit and grace kind of vibe. That's real. And sometimes I do have to watch myself from not going too negative because it's really easy to get on social media and be like venting.
Yeah. People comment to me sometimes. They'll send me messages. Some of them are priceless, some of them. Oh, what's your fucking problem, man? All you do is you like every pizza. You're just trying to get clout on here. I'm like, no, bro. There's a lot of pizza I don't like. There's a lot of reviews that I just stopped recording and deleted it because the pizza was trash. But does anyone need to know that? Just because I don't like that pizza doesn't mean everyone else in the area doesn't like the pizza. So I'm not going to post bad reviews. Will people love it? Will my page grow more? Sure. That's what I kind of treat fast food that way a little bit because I love fast food. I eat it every day, but I don't. But some fast food sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes the food sucks.
Yeah.
And if I'm making a video with that, I'll get into a little bit more on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to post a negative review on mom and pop shops at any PA or anywhere I go. I even feel bad doing it if I go to a chain restaurant because those are local workers that work out there. But usually when you go to a chain restaurant, usually consistency. But every once in a while you go there and it's not that good. I'm not going to say any names, but last place I went somewhere, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And then a while back, I went to a restaurant. You were in the restaurant business too, right? So we'll get that in a second. I went to an Italian restaurant a few months ago. I'm not going to say where it was. On the menu, it said famous spaghetti and meatballs. I'm like, all right, we're getting a bunch of appetizers, other stuff. I love spaghetti and meatballs if it's done right. Got the spaghetti and meatballs. They put the plate down in front of me. It's angel hair and pasta, angel hair and meatballs. I go, excuse me. I ordered spaghetti. You ordered famous spaghetti and meatballs. She goes, I don't know why we advertise that, but we don't have spaghetti in house. I go, what do you mean? Why would you say spaghetti and meatballs? That's like saying, here's some pierogies. I'll give you a burrito.
Right.
So I'm like, she goes, do you want it? I go, no, I don't want it. And she goes, want anything else? I'm like, I really don't. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do restaurant reviews.
Yeah. I respect that. I respect you keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I keep it to myself because
sure.
I can walk into a restaurant and see what's the host area look like? Is it messy? Is it warming? Is it welcoming? Is the host nice? Right down to the floor is dirty. Now, if you're in the middle of a rush, it's going to be a mess. But you go out there in the off hours, it should be clean and warming and inviting. And a lot of restaurants aren't like that. But the food's good, so I'll review the food, but I won't review the restaurant though.
when you come see us, by the way, we have an acrylic like wall. You can watch us. So
That's awesome.
I hope you'll be on the other side of the wall, but we're totally transparent.
That's some Krispy Kreme vibes right there.
It is. And we get inspired by a lot of other businesses. We own our bad reviews, by the way. Just like as a restaurant, we get them.
Sure.
The first thing I do is address it, or sometimes depending on what kind of mood they catch me, and I give like a Wendy's clap back on social media. Like, do you mean it or are you just venting?
Yeah.
Because if you mean it, I'm going to make it right.
Right.
I'm a woman of my word. Yeah. But like, if you don't mean it, we're going to deal with this. And I'm not accepting that.
You guys have regular trolls on your page?
Yes and no. I don't know why. Sometimes like the bots will come in they catch a word and the algorithm like takes off and we just have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But actual trolls, no, people are really nice to us.
That's good.
And I think when they give us feedback, most of the feedback starts like this. Hey, I don't really want to say anything, but I want to let you know this seemed more peppery. This seemed less buttery. And I'm like, hey, that means more to me than anything because I don't know what I don't know. I'm
That's good
tasting
feedback.
On the line, but like I can't taste every pierogi. I couldn't sell them. So I appreciate feedback, but if someone comes at me like a troll, I match that energy every time.
Yeah, me too.
Every time.
This episode is brought to you by Genoa Wholesale Foods, a family-owned pizza and restaurant supply company located in northeastern Pennsylvania. Genoa carries over 500 different products and provides services to hundreds of pizzerias, restaurants, delis, and taverns. Tomato products, cheeses, flour, spices, poultry, meats, pastas, appetizers, oils, paper products, pizza boxes, you name it, Genoa has got you covered. Call Genoa today at 570-823-6142 or visit them online at genoafoods.com. Again, that's 570-823-6142 or GENOAFOODS.com. Genoa Wholesale Foods, servicing the pizza and restaurant industry since 1947. This episode is brought to you by T-Shirts and 24. With over 60 years of experience in screen printing, T-Shirts and 24 provides screen and digital printing on almost any apparel, as well as promotional items. No order is too large or small. Easy to design your own custom apparel online using their free online design tool. They offer pickup options to most regions in Northeast Pennsylvania. Plus, they offer nationwide shipping, and if time is crucial, opt for the 24-hour turnaround and same-day shipping options. Call T-Shirts and 24 today at 570-471-7588 or visit them online at tshirtsand24.com. A couple trolls on my page that are very consistent.
What do you do?
I just fuck with them.
Yeah.
I fuck with them. Mm-hmm. And I saw one in public before, and let me tell you what, he wasn't a troll in public.
Oh, they're real. Oh, they're troll. They're
a real guy that lives around this area. Mm-hmm. And a couple of them, I saw one in person. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you what, he wasn't a troll in person.
That usually happens. Yeah. Those keyboards are safe.
They're cowards.
Yeah.
They're cowards. They run their mouth. They're jealous. You know, nothing's stopping you from doing what I'm doing, man. Don't come at me for what I'm doing, and they attack me personally. And it takes a lot for me to block somebody, but if it gets out of control, because I can find myself going back and forth, and I don't want that.
Yes.
So I'm just like, okay, enough. So I have a new attitude towards that.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's good for your mental health too, because this stuff can it doesn't bother me to my core, but for a second I'm like, come on, Mm-hmm. But I could tell you're not a guy that puts up with it, because I could see
my fucking red eye going on here.
I was wondering, you had a black eye. Yeah, it hurts. Not a black eye, but you got a
black eye would hurt less than what this feels like. I get in the shower and I scream.
Oh.
So speaking of screaming, the restaurant business. I spent over 20 years in the restaurant business. People will message me, oh, what do you know about doing food reviews? Well, I worked in the business for over 20 years. I made pizza with my brother. We owned a little restaurant for a little while. Like, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But again, it's food. Anyone could give their opinion on food. It's food. We eat it every day. There's nothing I'm not doing anything special, but I'm passionate about it and I enjoy doing it. Yeah. What are your feelings on all of that?
Well, I feel the same. I feel like people are like trying to project imposter syndrome onto me on it. Cause like you said, you've been in it 20 years and people wouldn't know that from just seeing your review page. I started as a pizza delivery girl in Glen Lyon. Like I was the dishwasher. I did that stuff too. Mm-hmm. I worked at Center Inn. I was a busser. I was a catering waitress. Like I've seen, like you said, all parts of the restaurant. And I think it gets overlooked a lot. Like, when we're giving our feedback on it, that like we earn those stripes. Like that's not coming from that's not like there's something behind that. And I picked my favorite part about the restaurant business from all those experiences, and that's what I made my business on.
Right.
So I think sometimes people forget that like we earned it.
Right.
I didn't walk in and I'm like, I'm a pierogi shop owner. I started as a dishwasher and a pizza delivery girl, and I loved it.
You want to be humbled? Get yourself a dishwashing job and do it for a week on a Friday and Saturday night. You will be humbled. You'll find a newfound, I can't get the word out. Like, you would respect the restaurants more. You don't know what goes on in the back of the house.
No.
So don't get me wrong. I went somewhere the other day, waited half an hour for my food.
Oh.
It was a diner.
Okay.
And I've been going to this place for a very long time, and I was pissed off. My salad was warm. Like my salad's warm. Oh, it's the grilled chicken on top. I'm like, no, the whole entire salad's warm because it was in the window the whole time. You know what I mean? And my brother's Reuben sandwich, the top of the bread was really crusty, sitting in the window for probably 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm like, let's take it off the check. I'm not paying for it. I'm not eating. I'm not paying for it. I'll probably go back there, but not for a while though.
Yeah.
Shit like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know
we try to keep like all our T's crossed and I's dotted.
Yeah.
As a consumer, a food consumer.
If the restaurant's super busy, I'm waiting for my food, great. I understand that.
Yeah.
And it comes out hot and it's fresh. I don't mind waiting. That's the whole point of going out to dinner is just sit down, you relax, and you hang out. When it's lunchtime, you're at a diner, and it's a half an hour because they're not busy. So you know they're just screwing around.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off.
That's why I put clear glass so you could watch us all and there was no screwing around. And we're going to start doing lunch, by the way, too.
So you worked in the restaurant business. Did you work your way all the way up? Did you do serving? Did you do bartending?
Yeah, I did. I did from dishwasher, delivery, and these are different. So like one's pizza place, one was like a banquet place. I did all of those things. And then when I went to college, I was a bartender. Like when I got out of college, towards the end of college and when I graduated, I was a bartender. I had a lot of fun with that. And I find that those skills are very transferable. So people come in now for pierogi. I've been trying to I think it's important that people leading the company should be in the company. You know, of course I want to go relax on an island and have everyone else run the show for me. But when I'm there and I'm interacting with them, not only is the staff seeing like this is our level of customer service and engagement, but I am getting to know people again. And that bartender, like I know them, I know the type they like, I get to know their first name, they tell me about their kid. Now we're building a community, and those are your best advocates for a business. Like they are telling a person. I think that happens a lot. It's not just our product. It's like, it's that level of engagement.
I agree.
We care. We actually care. And like you said before about passion, you can tell when people are passionate about their work or when they're just doing it. And I think we're passionate. And I think a bunch of us on the team have a similar, like we have a shared dream and we're all working towards it.
And that passion reflects in the product.
It does.
It reflects in the product.
It does.
If you really care about the product you're making and the product you're selling, no matter what it is, food, whatever it is, if you care about it and you wouldn't eat it or wear it or do it yourself, then that's what makes a difference. I want to get t-shirts made for my food page and my personal training business and for the podcast, everything like that. But you know, I get them cheap. You get the ones that are $3 a piece, but I'm not wearing those. I'm not wearing that shirt. That shirt's trash. It's those heavy, those like the light cotton that shrinks in the dryer, and then no matter how much you wear it, it never breaks in.
Yeah.
Why would I want to sell one of those? Maybe it's just me that doesn't want to wear them, but I want to get a little higher quality shirt because I want to be able to wear it myself. And if I sell it to somebody else, I want to be proud of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, we stand behind our product like that too. I'm not going to assign my name to anything that I don't believe in or I wouldn't eat or I haven't tried.
Yeah.
Like I inspect everything. And we also do partnerships with some local businesses, whether that's selling like at their location or the actual food ingredients. So we have a partnership coming up with local, can I say, or just
plug yourself all you want.
So Michael Moods Candies and us, we do a Valentine's Day strawberry filled pierogi, and then they do a tempering chocolate glaze that we send you home with. And same thing. Oh gosh. The same thing is that like I'm worried about our brand, not worried. I'm like, you know, protecting our brand, they're protecting their brand. We come together, we both have to stand behind it. So even to do that level of partnership is another process because everybody's got to be on board. You can't just, you know, scoop up other people's stuff and make things with it. Everybody has to be held to that standard. And those are the people we surround ourselves with because we hold ourselves to those same like standards.
Well, I understand. You don't want to partner with someone that's going to screw up.
You know, we are very selective.
You have your product there. And then if their product becomes trash, that reflects your product 100%.
Right.
Absolutely. That's smart.
So we go with...
You got to pick and choose your spots.
Yep. The premium...
I completely agree.
Premium quality product people.
Completely agree. So I go off of, for my food page, I try to base off a lot of my reviews from requests, stuff like that. But a lot of it's personal though. I see a place, I want to try that. But a lot of it comes off of a lot of the other local pages on Facebook that posted pictures of the pizza, chili dogs. There's this guy, there's a new guy, NEPA, Texas Wiener Review or something like that it's called, and he just reviews Texas Wieners in the whole area.
Get going. I didn't even know that was like a.
He released. It's a newer page. He released the new top 10, a new like top 100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you have Jim from NEPA Pizza Review, who's one of the area OGs who does the pizza reviews. You know what I mean? So, me and him collaborate a lot.
Nice.
And he was the first guest on the podcast as well.
Nice.
So things went really well, and people will talk to him. He'd be like, I remember he told me this story. He's like, oh, like when I started doing pizza reviews, people are like, oh, you see this guy, we got to shut him down. And Jim's like, no, man, the more the merrier.
Yes.
And we've been collaborating ever since.
Yes.
So we work together, and there's no, oh, then I get people, oh, Dave Portnoy does the same thing from Barstool. I'm like, yeah, it's called reviewing pizza, man. People have been doing it forever.
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
All the time.
And my review is completely different than his. He just goes in there, takes a bite, and gives a score.
Yeah.
And he does great things for small businesses. But he also posts bad reviews too. You know what I mean? But I think he's doing more and more good reviews. He does a lot for small businesses. He just tells the truth. And that's just not I don't want to do that. But, that's his thing. And he's been doing it for a long time. I get a little inspired from that? Sure.
Yeah.
But I get inspired from a lot of other people. And then I start doing my own thing more and more. Where does your inspiration for all your Facebook stuff come from?
Ooh, who do I look to?
I know you mentioned that the trends.
Yeah.
I get that. But where do you guys come up with the inspiration to like, okay, this is trend A today. Let's do this for that.
Yeah.
Does your whole team do that for you?
Yeah, we're very.
I need one of those teams.
I think people would be really surprised. Yeah, okay. So first of all, let me say eternal gratitude, because the people that started on our team started for no money at all. And there might be some people that still are just helping to help because they believe. But we joke that we're a marketing company that sells pierogi, because from day one, when I sold it in my house, I got vinyl signs to put in the yard to say, like, this is where it is. And, decorated the house. Like, I'm a brand girl.
Yeah.
I think a brand can carry a
agree.
lot of the business, but the consistency, right? Down to the font, down to the color palette, etc. So our marketing team, the three women, like I said, Jazz, Megan, and myself, we have monthly meetings where we're like, let's look at that whole next month ahead. What's coming up? We also have an annual calendar. What holidays are coming up? What do people want? But not only that, if Valentine's Day is in 3 weeks, when did we start like working on that? Then we also do a thing like as we're browsing, because we're media consumers ourselves, who isn't, we save what we like and see if it can translate into pierogi.
Right.
But then we search out Polish cultural stuff, which isn't always falling in the trends. So we're also trying to find a way to weave that culture in, because I think in this generation locally, a lot of that's going to be lost. Like a little bit of the language, a little bit of the things you don't want to know about, like duck blood soup and pig knuckles. The point is, we weave that in because that's what grandma gave us. And I feel a social ancestral responsibility. Maybe it's my lot in life. Like maybe this is my assignment, but to transcend that at least one more generation. There's something so special, not only being from Northeast PA, and like I said, that grit, the coal miner, earned it, but we forget the ancestors that came over, they were doing that in Poland. So I just come from a long line of hard workers, and specifically, shockingly enough, my great-grandfather came to America and he was a grocer. And
how about that?
When I filed my paperwork for Pierogi and we were figuring out what are we a restaurant, we ended up being a grocer because we sold frozen.
I like it.
So my great-grandfather was a grocer. And then after all the school I did, everything I did, and I look at that paper and I'm a grocer, I'm like, yeah, there's something there.
That's amazing.
That's a torch to carry.
That's amazing. Yeah. Speaking of Valentine's Day, will there be heart pierogies?
We don't do heart. I know there are some, and like you just said, hey, there's enough love to go around. Let's collaborate. There's another pierogi maker in Nanticoke doing the heart.
That's great that you don't take over. That's really good.
Yeah,
because it'd be so easy for you to do that.
Yeah.
Here's our heart pierogies.
I feel like that's the thing.
You're being good to that's being good to the community.
For sure. I want everyone to win. I want Nanticoke to be a place. You're talking about like food in the area. There's a lot of Old Forge has the good food. Pittston's on the come up, and I always say Nanticoke has the capability.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few young businesses there. So there are heart pierogi in Nanticoke. Google that.
That's great.
Us, fresh strawberry filled pierogi with that chocolate sauce. And we it's premium quality. We just ordered you'll know in food, a pallet of strawberries in the middle of January, opening a new business. I must be insane.
That could not have been cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
No.
It's not. And that's another thing.
The higher quality ingredients, people are willing to pay a premium price.
Exactly.
I don't want to pay a premium price for trash.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we hold that up. We're not for everyone. If someone says, hey, that's a little high, etc., I totally respect that. That's this product. You go to Burger King, you're not getting a meal for less than $12 now.
I got an Egg McMuffin and a hash brown the other day from McDonald's. $8.41. $8.41 for an Egg McMuffin and a fucking hash brown. Was it good? Sure. $8 good? Used to be $2.
Yeah.
Used to be two for $2.
Yeah.
These restaurants now, these fast food places especially, over the last couple of years, they take advantage of the economy and what's going on, and they keep raising their prices.
Absolutely.
It's absolute, but the product either stays the same or it gets worse.
So they're getting smaller. The patties are smaller.
Or it gets worse. Smaller. I paid, I think $6. Was it $6 or $8 for a double Whopper? Worth every penny.
Yeah.
Sandwich like that is worth every penny. It's me after I work out. Now, is it the best food to eat? No, I don't eat it every day though. Once in a while, it's great, and I enjoy it. But it was a perfect meal for me after I worked out. But it was reasonably priced. But $8 for an egg on an English muffin?
No.
Absolutely insane. How much does a dozen pierogies cost?
$10.
That's a good fucking deal.
Potato and cheddar, $10. You got a good resealable bag on it. Hand pinched.
It's a good side dish for a family of 3 right there.
So good.
And then someone gets a 4th pierogi.
I am a family of 3.
Yeah. Someone gets the 4th pierogi. The rest get the 3 pierogies.
Yeah, there
you know what
go.
I mean?
Yeah. No, I 10. I'm holding the line at 10. And our premium fillings are a little bit more. You got to justify, like you said, the cost of goods. I love that our customers trust that we're doing premium products. They can watch that happening. But at the end of the day, the prices, I decided if people like the strawberry program, I think morally, my values, that everyone deserves access to food. Everyone deserves access to good food. And the reality is I've got a great quality product that deserves that much money, but there are people that experience food insecurity regionally. I'm aware of it. So we're going to do half dozens. That way, yeah, you could get that too. So that's a value thing for me. And I've also found that value driven marketing, like showing your values in your work and your showing your values.
Don't punch the table.
I'm pounding because I'm I'm that worked up and I mean it.
I did it earlier too.
Yeah,
I could tell you're fired up.
I get fired up about it because I think people like I the last thing I want is someone who grew up in my hometown with my background and my values to walk past my window and say, well, it would be nice, but I can't afford that. And that's reality. So there's something for everybody at our store.
That's great.
So anybody could try any of these fun products. And you know what? Stop in. You want a sample of a pierogi? I got you.
What do you mean by food insecurities?
Yeah. Well, I experienced it. I've been able to speak on it a few times. Growing up, parents went through some stuff with divorce. So there was a time in school we got the, lunches or whatever.
Sure.
Reduced lunches. And then when I lost my job at COVID, I joke, I was like driving a BMW, working at a local university. I made it. I just finished my master's in COVID. Well, the unemployment system wasn't passing out checks for 6 weeks. Like you couldn't get through.
I was on that unemployment myself because my job got shut down too.
And then try to get through to somebody.
I got lucky.
Did you?
I applied we found out that the casino when I worked at the casino, we found out that we were closing. And we found out before a lot of people knew about it. I immediately filed for unemployment on my phone or on the computer in the office there. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people I worked with, they waited weeks or months for money, and it was they're broke. The system, I'm still waiting for a couple payments, and I call them up. I call one of our local representatives. Oh, we can't just try to get one payment. I go, excuse me?
But I mean, it's yours.
It might not be a lot to you, but I could really use it. Who are you to tell me that you work for me? Like I voted for you,
right.
and you're not going to help me?
Right.
I'm not voting for them again.
Well,
so that's the shit I'm talking about.
No,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's unfortunate. So the food insecurity thing again.
Yeah. I've experienced it throughout my life. I mean, coming from Glenline, it's not an economically booming space.
Oh, so you mean basically
like not able to
you weren't access to
food.
I understand.
Yeah, money wasn't flowing.
I understand what
and
you mean. Yeah.
Whether that's family helping you out or whatever, I get an opportunity to talk to kids in schools about entrepreneurship, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I see it with my own eyes, and I'm not out here crying poverty. like for the region, I'm proud of this region. And I really think
I know what you mean.
we're on the come up.
People struggle.
But I see it. So for anyone to tell me like, oh, maybe that's not happening. Like I see these little kids, you know? So I just try to stay aware and do my part by just being aware of it.
Yeah. No, that's really, really good.
Yeah.
So tell me about this Pierogi Fest coming up in June.
Oh my God, it's our big game.
Because being a foodie now, I'm real into all these events that go on. I went to the NEPA, was it the Wing Fest in Sawyersville? I didn't eat any wings.
No.
All I had was the artisan pizza. The artisan pizza guy was there with his wood fire truck.
Oh, Anthony.
Is his name Anthony?
He's
Tony.
amazing.
Yeah. So
Scott, yeah, from Mountaintop.
yeah, so it was the artisan wood fire truck. We did a couple of reviews. His pizza was absolutely amazing. It was so good. That's all I ate. And then I helped Jay Nardone out with Genoa Foods. He was supplying the whole Wing Fest with wings and ice and everything. So it was so hot. I was helping him run around. So tell me about Pierogi Fest.
Pierogi Fest is our big game. I get
That's
more
your
and
Super
more
Bowl,
excited.
right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We do Pierogi Fest. So summertime, we're open all year long, but we go offline for festivals. We go hard. And we do a theme for the year. It's kind of like our summer tour. So we'll start with Pierogi Fest, we'll do Pickle Fest, and then we'll end with Kielbasa Fest.
Pickle Fest.
That's a newer one. Apparently went wild over here, somewhere on the west side of the river. I think up in...
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
There's a pickle place down on Market Street that sells it's right across the street from the Armory, I believe. I can't think of what it's
Yes.
called. I've never been there
Yes.
before. They sell like sandwiches with pickles.
Yes.
You've been there before?
Yes, we have, and I cannot think of the name for the life of me.
All right, get into the Pierogi Fest. I interrupt you again. And then tell me about the pickle place. You've been there before?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So the Pierogi Fest is, we didn't know what we were getting into. Like,
Was last year the first one they had?
no,
It's been going on for a while?
2021. This will be our third year doing it.
It's a contest too, right?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. So for the pierogi making businesses, they run a contest and you get a first, second, third place. In our first year in 2022, I have to look at my shirt. We placed. We were third place there. Obviously, every year we go after first, but we like to do it big. We like to have a spot for our customers. We like to have something new and creative, and we keep everything private until we get there because good ideas get snatched up quick.
Oh, yeah.
But I know we're going to do it the best. So I've actually been playing with my cards a little closer to the chest lately on, new fillings and new food and stuff like that. Pierogi Fest is madness. Like have you been a line cook? Have you ever been a part of
Yes.
that?
1 second. I like that analogy you said. The cards close to your chest.
Yeah.
It's a former card dealer.
Oh,
I like that much. But yes, I worked on the line. I've eaten a lot of mozzarella sticks
Yeah.
in my line cook days.
yeah. Well, we do like 14-hour cooking and it's me. Like it's still me because
That's fucking work.
oh my God. Okay. First year I got a kidney stone. I'm just be real with you. So like the week
That
after
had to be awful.
Pierogi Fest, I
my
wasn't
God.
drinking water. I need a Camelback.
You gotta hydrate. You gotta hydrate.
Camelback.
Hydrate. You have to oil your joints. Go ahead.
It was awful. So I got so that's how hard it was on us. But we placed third, worth it to me. I still like to be behind the grill at these festivals because these little pierogi they need to be cooked a certain way. I cook on cast iron. That's how they cook in Poland on cast iron. We're not out here, boiling or any of that. And I just don't let other people cook my pierogi.
So you don't. So your pierogies are cooked strictly in the cast iron in a frying pan, no boil at all.
No. So we make them and boil them in manufacturing.
Okay.
And then we either cool them down and fry or cool and freeze.
So they're originally boiled.
They have been boiled.
I love boiled pierogies.
It's been boiled. You're a pasta guy.
Boiled
That's
pierogies, water off them, salt on top, a
Yeah.
little bit of butter.
Yeah.
I'm a salt whore.
Are you?
I love it.
I have to stay away. I'm Polish. I'm gonna. I keep all that water.
I'm like this with the Himalayan salt shaker all
Yeah.
the time before I even taste anything.
But do you ever feel like you just like?
I'm conscious of it now. I told you earlier I have to lose weight for my tournament coming up. So now
Yeah.
I'm salt conscious now.
It's
You
the
know what I
best.
mean?
But we're ready. We're ready. We've already workshopped what our big seller is. We do a pierogi grilled cheese. So we do potato pierogi.
Pierogi grilled cheese?
Yeah, on Texas toast, premium fillings. I'm making them live on the line.
Oh, this will be at the fest.
Pierogi Fest.
I was coming to get one today. Okay.
Well, one day we're going to be selling hot lunch, probably
Okay.
soon. And then we added buffalo chicken wing to a pierogi grilled cheese. And then this year, we're doing something a lot of people share around social media about pierogi, but I'm not saying
That's
it.
fair. Keep
And we're
it
gonna kill
to
it.
yourself.
We're gonna kill it.
Keep it to yourself.
Something fun every year to make people want to see what's up with them. What are they doing?
Do they do a pierogi eating contest there?
Oh gosh,
Could you imagine?
I would do it because
I would compete in that.
I could down 2 dozen myself.
Would you be interested when Food Fight does a pizza eating contest?
Yes.
Would you be interested in being a participant?
I'm humbled that you would
both could
consider
be-
me.
You both could come down and eat pizza.
Yeah.
More than likely, it's going to be an Old Forge.
Yeah.
It'll be Old Forge style pizza.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to
So-
prepare because coming
yeah.
from Nanticoke,
Oh, yeah.
it's like the round pot, like that. Yeah.
Yep. Old Forge style pizza.
Yep.
It's not too heavy. It's not too light either. But there'll be a tray put in front of you, and just keep eating until the time is up. It's gonna be like a 20-minute eating contest.
Yeah.
So time to talk and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I totally spaced out. Do they do a pro eating contest there?
I don't know, and I feel embarrassed. I don't know, but to tell you that I don't leave the cooking space.
Yeah, I believe that. You're just so busy.
They
I
do
get that.
the contest of placements, and then also local non-businesses. Like you could be like, I make pierogi. You could submit, so the public gets to submit too for winners.
Okay.
And churches get to submit. So there's churches, businesses, and private, like individuals.
Who judges the pierogies?
There is a panel. The committee. Oh my God, Plymouth. No, that's Kabasi Fest. It's just the Pierogi Fest committee.
Okay. I love it.
In Edwardsville. They're a great group of people.
Where in Edwardsville is it?
It's in the Johns Hopkins Park, right off the Ave.
Okay.
But there's plenty of parking and it's huge, and
That's great.
it gets bigger every year.
That's great. And when is that?
Oh no.
It's in June, right?
It's in June. It's
Is it
the
June?
first or second weekend. It's
Okay.
all over. It's going to be all over our Facebook. But they
That's where I got it from.
yeah, it's early June.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah.
You go to I got invited to go to the PA Cannabis what is it? The PA Cannabis the 2-day event there.
Yeah.
The coordinator reached out to me.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, bro, I have to go I'm doing the tournament for the school on the 20th.
Yeah.
I told them I'd be come to the 21st.
Come check it out.
So one of our ideas is to walk around and eat people's food.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a perfect place to do it.
That is a brilliant
Because they're not
idea.
most of them won't even know what's going on.
No, what
So
a
it's
great
perfect.
self-care day. Good for you.
So I know that grew a lot since it came to fruition. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I definitely look forward to going there and
Yes.
doing some content. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They would love pierogies there.
They would love pierogi there.
It's in April.
I might know a guy. I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
I hear you. So what are your plans? What are your goals for the future of your new place in Nanticoke?
There's so
Talk about
many.
it a little. Talk about it. One year goal. What's your short-term goal? What's your first long-term goal?
Yeah. So the first goal is just more space. We were working in 300 square feet. We're in 3,000 square feet.
Is this room 300 square feet?
The room we're in right now is the size, and that's where we did our first
How many people were in this little room making pierogies?
7 to 8 with cooking, with dishes, with customers at the window, with nowhere to sit, you just went, and the whole window, the whole front wall was a window of public like watching.
So you have to be on your best behavior.
Yeah, and that's great for like the standards of your business,
Yes,
but
yes.
it's only up from there. Like that we were grinding, we did it. This spot, space in general, once I stabilize the staff, we're just going to add more shifts. We're going to add more people, we're going to add more shifts. I know what we can make in this space, but our 3 to 5 year plan, I would say either absorb the gorgeous building we're in. I joke with the landlord all the time, when you're going to retire, but like a building for us, we're going
Okay.
a little bigger. We have cool merch. We have handmade merch. I'm sorry I didn't bring you your crocheted pierogi.
I was really hoping you brought a big stuffed animal
Yes,
pierogi.
we do have stuffed crocheted by our aunt Chachi.
Yeah.
We have swag, so to expand the merch line, but shipping is the move.
Mm-hmm.
Shipping, subscriptions. I don't know that a pierogi subscription makes sense, but shipping at least is the future.
Yeah.
So we've been working really close with our guys here at UPS right here in Edwardsville, and they've been guiding us on the best way to get your product to your people.
Great staff at that UPS store in
Love
Edwardsville.
them.
They are always extremely nice.
Yeah, singing and
once you get past the cars parked in the non-spots,
Yes.
and make yourself in there, people park like assholes in that parking
It's
lot.
you.
That parking lot's crazy.
Well, everybody's important, right?
Yeah.
You know.
The craziest parking lot in the world. The craziest parking lot in the world is over here at Garrity's in Luzerne. You ever go there?
No.
It's right up the street here.
Yeah.
The parking lot is crazy. I literally park in the McDonald's parking lot to walk into Garrity's because I don't want to deal with that.
No,
That's
it's so
what we were
congested.
saying. So shipping, merchandise. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's shipping and merchandise and just remaining committed, always keeping at the forefront. We're not ever going to sacrifice value. Like it's going to remain premium, growing the filling options. The immediate goal is to always have stock of our main lineup. Cause I'm the reason we moved is I got sick of telling people we're sold out, right? What a great problem. But
It really is a good problem, but it could cause another problem though too.
Exactly.
Word of mouth. Oh, they're always sold out.
Yes.
People don't even bother selling it.
Yes.
People tell me that. Oh, you make sure you call 4 hours earlier. I'm like, I'm just going to call it a normal time because
Yeah.
most of the time people are exaggerating. But if that happens for a while, as you know, that's why you made the decision to move.
Yeah.
That's good to know that, because some people are like, oh, screw it, I'm not making any more.
Exactly.
Well, now you're limiting yourself. And sooner or later, that's going to hurt your business a little bit more too.
I feel like it started to be real with you.
I
Because
believe
then,
it.
like you said, people like write it off. I'm not even going to stop there. So I want to get that for them. And fresh. We're not going to, like, people could come in and be like, what do you got fresh? If you fry up dough that's never been frozen, like our frozen dough, that's the standard. You freeze pierogi. That's how you sell pierogi.
Sure.
But the fact that we have something fresh pretty much every day, and whatever we're making, you can grab, that's awesome. Like that, when people try a product like that and they're taking it home and frying it, they're going to be back daily because the fillings are changing. There's something exciting, and just that fresh fried dough is aces. And that was something we could never accommodate with
That's
a smaller
great.
space.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Do you make? I know you're making strawberry pierogies. Do you ever make like, I don't know, like this, like more like even more dessert as pierogies? Like I'm thinking like something inside, but like also it's dipped in like butter with cinnamon and sugar on the outside of it.
Yeah.
What would be inside that? Maybe like a Nutella filling. I just tried Nutella for the first time a few months ago. I'll never buy it again.
What?
It was so good. I ate the whole jar
Yes, I
on
was
my
gonna say,
recliner, and
what?
in a matter of 2 nights, I'm sitting there with the spoon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't buy this
I gotta
ever
stop
again.
this.
I can't buy this ever again.
One way to deter yourself, put it in the fridge. It makes it harder to get. It's like
It would be even better.
it's like a dog with a bone trying to figure out.
I'll know what's in the fridge. I'd be like, it would be even better.
It is.
But maybe like a chocolate Nutella filling with some cinnamon sugar on the outside.
You just say all the best things. We're very in tune because you must be like a psychic. But we do currently is blueberry cheesecake.
Oh,
Home run. You fry that up. You get lots of butter. You could do crumbled graham cracker crust, cinnamon, whipped cream, etc. That's a home
so
run.
the pierogi crust. What do you mean by?
So it is a pierogi, and we
Yeah.
put this. We make blueberry cheesecake. We scoop it in. We make the pierogi, and then we boil and cook that.
Goddamn.
And when we fry that and saute it, then we brought on lemon pound cake, which is like a lemon pound cake pop with a lemon zest drizzle.
Oh, my wife will like that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds.
We want to get
absolutely
more
amazing.
into dessert pierogi. They're a thing.
That'd be really, really good. Like more like towards like when the holidays, stuff like that.
Yep.
People are getting the sweets moods.
Yeah, they like prune.
Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting. I don't think I would try that, but it'd be interesting. No, if you didn't tell me it was a prune, I'd probably try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, I know we're talking about your store, but please talk about your store. Where is it? How do you get there?
Yeah.
What are you selling there? What kind of pierogi you selling there? I know there's $10 a dozen, right?
$10 a dozen is the starting price point for
Okay.
potato and cheddar. We're now located at 164 South Market Street in Nanticoke, PA. If you get to the Burger King, the light at the Burger King, we're right up the hill before the square.
Perfect.
Got plenty of parking. We are going to have hot food Fridays during Lent. We're doing buffalo chicken wing special for Super Bowl. We got a full staff ready there to greet you, just like the UPS guys. We're always singing, having a good time. Join in, watch us pinch, and just help us grow the community in Nanticoke.
That's awesome. Now you open every day?
We're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays, 9 to 2.
It's closed on Sunday, Mondays. Oh, you need those days off.
You
go
do,
nuts. You
but
go
I'll
crazy.
tell you, the church crowd on Sundays, I'm thinking of doing like brunch hours.
That's a really,
Yeah.
once you get yourself more comfortable in the building,
Exactly.
that's a really good crowd to hire someone to work on a Sunday for you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You just got to get there, right?
Get somebody in there, be like, go take care of the lunch crowd on Sunday, and then close up shop, you know?
Boom.
Well, Lauren, it was nice meeting you. I look forward to coming in and making pierogies together.
Yeah.
You can teach me how to make pierogies. I used to make raviolis with my family, but it's been a really, really long time. All right? So, ni pierogi. Am I saying that right? Right? Let me
pierogi.
tell you what. I had trouble saying that at first. I wanted to say, like, I don't even know how I was pronouncing it.
You know, it's whatever you make it. Any pierogi, ni pierogi,
That's what I was
pierogi.
saying. That's what I was saying.
We'll take it all. It's the hometown pierogi shop to go to.
That's awesome. I look forward to eating the rest of these pierogies. Thank you for bringing them. Thank you for coming on the show. My name is Brian DiMattei. This is Food Fight, an On the Stacks production.